Hello and welcome to Learn the Washboard episode 12, Drum Breaks Part 2. In this video we're going to take a deeper dive into drum breaks, how to play them and how to make them awesome, straight time, swing time. We're going to take the four basic things we learned in the previous episode: rock cut, rock double time, blues cut, and blues double time, and add some more ingredients to it. Spice it up, make it a little more interesting. If you got any questions about any of this, leave it below in the comments feed. You want to be informed about upcoming videos, don't forget to like and subscribe. Well, let's get going. In episode 11, we had our rock drum beat with our cut time, where we cut it in half. Do 2 bars rock, 2 bars cut. Just for a reminder. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it goes from boom, ga, to boom, ga, boom, ga. Let's play this half-speed rock beat, but mess around with our bass drum instead of just playing it on the downbeat of 1. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Try putting it all over the place. Boom, boom, ga, boom, 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 ga, boom, 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 ga, boom, 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 ga. When you have this cut time rock beat, straight time, no swinging, it's awesome to think of like 80s, 90s R&B music. That's the stuff you want to go back to and see the sample. It's dance, it's like slow grooves. Now you have your rock song and you cut into that. Oh, it sounds so good. Mess around with the bass drum as much as you can. Some of my favorite songs to play are in that speed groove when it's slowed down. When you're playing a really fast song, there isn't a whole lot of stuff that you can fill in. Just playing the beat is quick. You're playing a country music shuffle. Where are you gonna go? You're already playing everything you can play in the beat, but you're playing a slow groove. Now let's take a look at how we can change a rock to a double time in sort of a country music pattern. Let's say instead of playing an 8th note rock beat, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, we play a 16th note. So instead of tap, 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 tap on our right hand, our left hand is playing every other note. Tap, 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 tap. But we're still playing 1 and 3 on the foot, 2 and 4 on the hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. With our 2 hands. Let's give it a try. 16th note rock beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're right there to playing the country music train beat. We learned that back in episode 4. 1, 2, 3. Because remember, when we did our drum break in episode 11, we double it. Right now, we're doing the same thing. Let's try 2 bars, 16th note rock beat. 2 bars, country, music, shuffle, the train rhythm. And back and forth. 2 bars, 16th note rock, 2 bars, country music train shuffle pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's look at blues rhythm patterns now. In episode 11, we did a swing pattern like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and we cut it in half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. For a drum break, it's pretty dynamic way to break up the feel of a song. Now what we're going to do is take the drum pattern from the blues polyrhythm. I believe it's video number 7, where you play every other note of the triplets. And we're going to play those triplets on our right hand in a blues rock pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, triple it, triple it, triple it, triple it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try just a blues rock triplet rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now for the drum break on this, let's try to take the blues polyrhythm we learned in episode 7, but instead of doing it on our hand, we're going to do it with our bass drum. And our left hand is still going to play the accents on 2 and 4. So instead of doing cut time or double time, we're just completely changing our bass drum pattern into a polyrhythm. Let's try it. We'll just play it over and over and over and over and over, so hopefully you can play along and get an idea. I'll start it with 2 measures of the blues rock version and then go into the polyrhythm drum break. Are you ready? Nice and slow. 1, 2, Did you feel it, or did you get a little bit lost in the length? Let's try 2 bars of the blues rock, 2 bars of this bass drum blues polyrhythm, and go back and forth. 2 bars and 2 bars. So we get to go into it and out of it. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think you get the idea that that's a great thing to practice. You don't have to wait for a drum break. You don't have to do it the whole drum break. Say you do the blues rock, you cut it in half, you do it half speed, and then the second half you do the polyrhythm like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. use that as an ingredient, as a transition in a blues song. Oh, it sounds so good, especially in blues, because mostly you're playing a 12-bar progression, the 12-bar blues. And when it comes back around to the beginning, the turnaround, you need a cool thing. It happens over and over and over every single song, so you need lots of different things so that the audience doesn't get bored, the band doesn't get bored, and you don't get bored. The most important thing is that you're having fun. We have one thing left to play, and that is a blues pattern in double time, a little more interesting than we did in episode 11. Add another dynamic to it. We were doing this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now in episode number 3, what is jazz and the jazz pattern, we learned to take that classic jazz hi-hat or ride cymbal pattern, and break it up into our two hands. So in the rock beat, you're playing a shuffle pattern, and when it goes to double time, you're just playing quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. And your left hand is playing the jazz pattern. And your foot changes from 1 and 3 to 1, 2, 3, 4. You get it? We'll play 2 bars of the blues rock pattern we did in episode 11 and 2 bars of the swing pattern that we learned in video number 2. And use it as a drum break, as like a swing drum break. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you don't have to just use this as a break. It's an excellent thing to play because it's got that classic jazz feel. In like a bass solo where the bass is walking and where most of the band cuts out, the song drops down, doom, 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 doom. And you just you can feel like you're in a smoky bar in the Prohibition and a speakeasy. Let's go back and forth. 2 bars of the blues, 2 bars of the jazz, double time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Hope you learned something. Stay tuned. Next video, we have a special treat. We are going to take the most famous drum break in all of recorded music history and learn to transpose it into the washboard. If you like this video, you want to see more videos, click the subscribe button down here. To see other videos, there's a button recommending another washboard video down on this side. But thanks for coming. Any questions, leave them in the comments feed. I'll play you out a little bit blues, a little bit jazz, going back and forth. 1, 2, 3, 4.